Alright, and hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and we're back for some more of the Twilight Princess HD Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we have finally crossed through the path through Snowpeak, all the way over here to the mansion, or you could go and call it as Snowpeak Ruins. But here for this place is that we actually have to go and help out with the Yeti husband that is going to be here, because we're going to have to go and make some soup for the wife. And the first of many ingredients that we have to go and find is going to be the pumpkin. Now, there is going to be a goat cheese one, but that's not going to happen for a little bit of some time, because we actually have to go and get ourselves with the ball and chain item, I think beforehand, before we actually go and pick up with that said goat cheese item. But the first of many things that we have to go and do is do this little ice block puzzle here to open up the doorway so that we can go and continue onwards throughout here in this place. Now, since you guys actually do go and see this right now, this is actually going to be something that we are going to have to go and do a little bit later on throughout our time here in this game, because there is a said little mini challenge that will happen. Now, if you guys remember back all the way over, I think around one of the outer parts of where Castletown was at, I think just around during the time of where Zora's domain place was going to be, there was that little secret pathway, but we couldn't really go and do anything about it because we saw all this type of ice wall things that was actually showing up around. Well, however, once we go and get that ball and chain, we can smash through that way, and that will actually give us the heart piece that we do need. Now, here in this place of this said Snowpeak Ruins, or the Snowpeak Mansion that's going to be here, we actually have, I think, like 2 different heart pieces to go and find. So hopefully, with all that being said in mind, that these heart pieces are not going to be too entirely hard, but I will go and do quite a bit of some editing throughout here if it does take us some time to try and find out where those heart pieces are going to be. Now, here in the outer part of the, well, for what the mansion is going to be, there is a lot of ice wolfos that are going to be happening, and these guys are super annoying. And as you guys can go and see, I kind of lost a little bit of some depletion of some energy throughout the time out here, but it's okay, because at least we are still like somewhat alright with the hearts for right now. Now, if you guys are kind of wondering about what is going on within that said soup, you can actually go and, well, if you actually do have any type of empty bottles with you, if you don't really have any type of like healing items with you, you could actually go and use the soup if you want, but it's just that currently right now, the soup is not really at its perfect state right now. I think it's only like a 2 heart type of soup. But later on, if you actually do go and start using a lot of the other different ingredients, the soup will actually get better and better, and then you can actually be able to go recover up at least like 8 different hearts, so it's going to be really nice to go and have. Now, these guys right here are super annoying. I think these guys are like the mini freezers of this game or something. I think that's what they're known as, right? I'll probably have to find a blip or something to go and figure out what these guys are, well, for what they're known as here. But these guys are really annoying. We'll be seeing more of those guys in a much later part throughout here of this part of our time of this dungeon, because there is going to be a segment where we are going to have to go and do some cannon stuff, and there's going to be a lot of ice around the way, and all those mini guys are going to be showing up within our time here. And not only that, but we do have some new enemies. These guys have some icicle spears with them. Now, here for these guys is that I do not recommend at all trying to go about it with these guys physically, because if you do actually have some bombs with you and you do have your bow and arrows all set up and ready to go, you can just do it that way, clear out those guys super fast, and you don't ever have to really worry about ever having to lose out on any type of hearts that quickly, and it will save your behind like amount of times throughout here in this place of Snowpeak Ruins. So there we go. We got ourselves with the Ordon pumpkin now. So now we can actually go and take this back to the husband that's going to be there. And now our soup that was originally at the 2 hearts should at least be now, I think, set to 4 or something. So we'll be able to at least get a little bit more extra hearts, but that's not what we really do need. Currently, right now, for what we actually have in our bottle at this point is that we actually do have some really nice, good red potions at this point, and we also have that gold potion as well. I think that's what it's known as, right? Because like we found like a very special type of chew that we were able to go and do, and that will actually be able to recover all of our different hearts like pretty nicely there. And I think some other stuff as well too. So there we go. And we got ourselves now with that pumpkin there so that the Mr. Yeti husband can go and put it into there. So there we go. So that's one thing done, but we're not just finished just yet. Oh yeah, and also too, one thing that I remember when I went at first play throughout this game is that I always keep on forgetting that you always have to go and talk to the wife, because she's the one that actually has all the button controls around throughout the mansion. So she'll be able to go and actually unlock most of these different doors that are going to be around. So if you ever feel like you are stuck and you don't know exactly what needs to happen, just make sure that you go and just talk back to the wife, and she'll kind of make sure that for the next door is going to actually be opened up to you, and that's where we're going to have to go continue onwards with. Now this part right here can actually get a little bit tricky if you're not too careful, but just make sure that you do some digging with your ice, well for what Link is going to be here for as Wolf, because there is a segment where you do have to go and try to find a key, and it's like super buried somewhere, and you just have to try to make sure where it's going to be located at. If you do have the compass with you, you can go and just pick it up like later on if you want to, but I already know where the location of that said key is going to be, so I don't really need to worry about it. But here it is. This is the room that has all those mini guys around. You don't really want to be meeting up with those guys at all whatsoever, so all that we're going to do right now is just throw out a bomb, place it right there, let the cannon do its thing, and it will smash right through to the way to getting the compass and also getting the stamp as well, because since we are playing Twilight Princess HD, we do have the Miiverse stamps to also be looking out for as well too, and we should be able to find out that the Highland letter B should actually be somewhere around here. Now this part is very annoying because not only do we have these mini freezers out here, but we also do have as well too with the annoying ice keys as well. Now most of this part here is going to have a lot of little sliding segments, but you can actually skip past through most of those sliding segments and actually do some jumping overhead. And if you go and do, what a weird image that is. Completely froze right at the exact same moment right there where that keys was just flying around. Oh geez, that's a horrible spot right there. Not only that, but there's an ice keys that's just flying around our head, and that's not good at all. But here we go. This is what we do want. This is the compass. Now we can go and move on ahead. Now, if you ever are stuck, there is a actual set claw shot spot that you can go and do. Now, after coming back and doing some backtracking, if you have the key alongside with you, you can open up this door right here, and this is where we're going to actually go about with the Darkhammer, the mini boss that is going to show up here at Snowpeak Ruins. And we just have to go and battle out with the big freezer that's all the way up there, and just like that, we should be able to take care of him right there. And now he just turns into a whole bunch of mini guys, but we're not going to really worry about him all that too much, because we're just going to go and just head right directly on over to that door. But yeah, if you ever feel like you're actually stuck in the snow, I think you can actually turn it to Wolf Link, and you don't really have to go really worry about the snow all that too much. But while traveling throughout here, there should be a Darkhammer that should be showing up here, and I think we're going to be seeing that right about now. Now this guy is really not all that too difficult. As you guys can go and see, it seems pretty simple enough because we got all those claw shot spots all the way on top of what we're needing to go and do. Now this ceiling is going to basically be your best help throughout here, because all that we really need to do is attack the backside of this guy. Now I think we will be meeting up with another one of these dudes a little bit later, so this is not going to be like the first time that we're going to, well yeah, it's not going to be really the only time that we're actually going to be going and seeing this guy for the moment for right now. But this is just here just for us to get that ball and chain and be able to go and activate that so that we can go and have it here. Yeah, we better move. Ouch. Yeah, and it does take out quite a bit of hearts, so you want to be a little bit careful of that as well. Alright, just make sure that he doesn't go and hit you, and then just keep on hitting from the back right there, and just like that, he is done and out. And we have already cleared out with this dude. So see you later, man. Already done and finished with. And once he goes and heads on out of here, we will open up with the next door where the goat cheese is going to be for the next main ingredient that we do want to make sure that we go and have it here. And there it is. There's the ball chain. Alright, and just like that, both areas are now opened up to us. There we go. And now we got it. Now, there is going to be some time where you could go and do some backtracking if you want to. You can go and head back to that one previous room where there is some of those other little mini chests around where some of those other mini guys were at, basically back over at that cannon area. But we're not going to really worry about it. All I'm here is just trying to get with the heart piece, and that's about it. So we're going to smash down through there, get that specialty chest that I do want. So there we go. Give me that goat cheese, man. There we go, and just like that, we got it now. Now, this part I will have to do some editing just so that you guys don't have to see me go all the way back. There is a detour spot if you actually want to decide to go and use the ball and chain and actually just head out through that way. But here we are. We're back over here. And this guy's going to go and try to push us out of here just so that he can go and get that goat cheese. And there we go. And now the actual soup should at least be a little bit better now at this point in time. So anyways, we are going to end off this episode for today. See you guys in the next one when we go and continue onwards with more of Twilight Princess HD. See you guys for the next one. And of course, peace.